Topological space. Welcome to another interesting class, topological space. We'll first talk about what we call topology. So we define topology as follows. So we have the definition. Let us be a non-empty set and let this star be collection of subsets of pairs. That is, if you have the subset of and this is a collection of some of them, not all of them, then tau, it may be all of them, but here we are not assuming that it's all of them. So we just see some of the collection of subsets of S. Then this tau is called a topology on X if it satisfies the following axioms. The first one, if phi and X are part of the collection here, if the union of sets in this tau is also in the tau, what that simply means is that if you find the union of all the sets, all the collection of sets inside this place, as you have said that tau is a collection of subset of S, that means there are some sets inside this tau. So if you can find all the union, the union of all the sets there, or you pick any set and find the union, if at the end of the day our answer is still there, that is what this thing means. And also for intersection too, if you pick intersection of some of these sets and it's also in the tau, then we say that this tau is a topology on X. So this tau here, if it satisfy all this, then we say that it's a topology on S. So the set S with this tau, that is, if you write it like this, is called a topological space. So let's take example to buttress what this definition is saying. We have the example here. Let our S be this, and let this tau be this. So tau consists of all these sets. So we want to show that tau is a topology on X. So the first thing is that we have to show that this and this are in tau, but we don't need to stress ourselves because it's there. The first one, so we see that phi comma S is still an element, is still a set in tau. As you can see from here, that this belongs to tau. So in that case, the first property is satisfied. The second one, it said the union of arbitrary set, that is, if you pick any set here with the union and find the union, it is still in tau. So for instance, let's take A union BC. So the union will be A, B, C. Oh, sorry, this is it's up to D. Now the union is ABC. So you see that this ABC is same thing as our X. And X is inside this list. So this belongs to tau. So the union belongs to tau. If you pick any union, even if it is X union A that we pick, it will still, the answer will still be inside tau. And the third one, let's find the intersection. The intersection of the sets in it. That is, if you pick, so we find the intersection, that is what this thing is saying. The intersection will just be this. There's nothing common there, which is an empty. An empty is also in tau. So in that case, the three properties are satisfied. So you cannot say that hence tau is a topology on X. So if we consider another example, so let our S be this and let our tau be this, be collection of this subset of S. So is tau a topology on S? The first thing is we need to see that S and phi are elements of they are set in tau. So they belong to tau. So the first property is satisfied. This and this must belong. Now the second one, the union of arbitrary elements set in this must be in it. Now let's take union. Let's take union. You pick union of any set there. The union here is A, C, D. So the union is ACD, and ACD, you see, this is ACD here, is in tau. But let us pick another union. Let's say I want to pick union. I want to find the union of these two because it must be any set there. So if I find the union here, the union will be A, B, C, D. So you see that A, B, C, D is not an element of tau. So since we can produce two sets that their union does not belong to this, so in that case T is not a topology. So therefore T is not a topology. Or next, since you can produce it, assuming you can produce it, you need to find the union of each of these before we can ascertain that it belongs to it or it does not belong to it. As you can see here that we first found the union of these two and the union is still in tau. But when we produce these two, the union of these two is not in tau. So far one of them is not there, then it's not a topology. Or next, two examples of topology or types of topology. So the first one, so this is our first example. We say that let S be a non-empty set and let tau be equal to P of S. What is the meaning of P of S? P of S means power set of S, and we have known what power set of S means. That is the collection of all the subset of this S, all of them together. You know, the other time we are saying that tau may not be collection of all the, so we only say is a collection of subset. But here now, P of S is a collection of all the subset of S. So if tau is a collection of all the subset of S, then we say that tau is a topology on S. And that type of topology is called discrete topology. So let's consider another example. So we have another one here. Let S be a non-empty set and let tau be collection of these two alone, empty set and X itself. Then we say that tau is in discrete topology. We call tau in discrete topology because it's also a topology. So that type of topology is called in discrete topology. So another one, we have this. Let S be a non-empty set and let tau be subset of S, whose be collection of subset of S whose complement is finite. That is, the collection of subset of S, the complement of each of them will be a finite set. Then we say that tau is a topology on S. That type of topology is known as cofinite topology. And this is what we have here. That is tau, in tau there is empty set there. Also in tau there is this AI. AI means collection of A, and A is a A1, A2, A3 and so on like that. A is a subset of S, and we say that the complement is finite. So it's a topology on S. Now we can prove this one that is a topology. So we prove it. The first property is that phi must belong to tau, and we have it here. Also, we need to show that S belongs to tau. For us to show that S belongs to tau, we just need to show that the complement of S is finite. Or that means we find the complement of X, but we know that S is the whole space. Then the complement will be empty. We know that empty is finite. So since the complement of S is finite, this implies that X belongs to tau. So in that case, we can now say that empty and S also belongs to tau. Now, the second one, we need to show that the union of arbitrary sets in tau is also in tau. So we need to show it. So what do we want to do? We want to show that the union of this collection is in tau. So it is best for us to show that, just like what I said here, to show that the complement is finite. So that is the best thing to do. And that is what you have written out. It suffices to show that the complement is finite. So what do? Let's find the complement of that set. So this is I belongs to I, AI complement. And by De Morgan's law, we know that this thing it will turn to intersection. Then we put complement here. That is by De Morgan's law. Now, since since each AI belongs to tau by definition, so we know that this implies that each AI, the complement is finite by definition. We know that each of these belongs to tau, so definitely each AI must be finite. So in that case, we need to state another theorem which says that the intersection of finite set is also finite. We know that this thing is finite by what we said here, and this simply means intersection of finite set. That is what you have written. Since the intersection of finite set is finite, therefore this AI complement is finite. And if it is finite like that, that simply means that this one is finite. So, and if it is finite, that simply means the union of the collection of subset of S will be inside tau. Since we have shown that the complement is finite, definitely this will belongs to tau. And the third one, so we are still using AI as a collection of subset of X. So our aim is now to show that the intersection, the third one, also belongs to tau. So, and this is what we want to do. We want to show that the intersection of finite number of set there is in tau. So our aim so it suffices to show that the complement is finite. So that is it. Now what we now do is that we find the the complement. So here, let's find the complement. So this is finite, not all of them. So by De Morgan's law, this will turn to union, and this is the complement will be on this. So that is by De Morgan's law. So this is by De Morgan. So we follow the same thing that we said here, that since each of this AI is in tau, definitely this one must be, the A complement must be finite. And that is what you have written. Since each AI belongs to tau, definitely AI is finite. And we know that finite union of finite sets is also finite. So that simply means that what we have here, this is finite union of everything here is finite set. So the finite union of it is also finite. So in that case, that simply means that this AI or complement is finite. And if it is finite, that simply means this one AI belongs to tau. So the three properties are satisfied. Therefore, we say that tau is a topology on X. Now we have this theorem. Consider this. Let S be a non-empty set, and let tau 1 and tau 2 be topologies on S. So we want to show that tau 1 intersection tau 2 is a topology on X. Now we start by saying, since tau 1 and tau 2 are topologies on X, definitely phi comma X must belongs to tau 1, and also phi comma X must belong to tar 2. The first statement, the first property there is we need for us to show that this thing is a topology. So we need to show that phi and s are inside this place. That is why we started with, since this one we have said that these two are topologies on S. So definitely phi and s must belong to it. Phi and s must belong to it. So if you take the intersection of both sides, we say that phi and x must belong to intersection of the two. So the first property is satisfied for tar 1 intersection tar 2. Now for the second one, so we need to create a collection of subset of x. So let AI be collection of subset of x. So let us keep that. So our aim is to show that the union of this AI is a tau. Now suppose this AI belongs to tar 1 intersection tar 2. So definitely AI must belong to tar 1 and then AI must belong to tar 2. Okay, this is belong to. Now let us keep this. We know that tar is a topology since T1 and tar 2 are topologies. By definition of topology, the arbitrary union of sets in this must belong to it. So since they are topology, definitely the union must belong to it because it's a topology. Definitely the union of these two must belong to this because this and this are topology. So if you take the intersection of both sides, definitely we can have that this belongs to tar 1 intersection tar 2. So the same thing, we have proved that the union of the collection of arbitrary subset of S is also in tau. In fact, let's use tar 1 intersection tar 2 instead of x. Now the third one, so we say that let the same thing, let us represent AI be collection of finite sets in tar 1 intersection tar 2. What we are saying there is that AI there means A1, A2 up to AN. Now let the AI belong to tar 1 intersection tar 2. As usual, with what we have there, we are going to have that this belongs to this and AI belongs to tar 2. So we can now write the synthesis. Tar 1 and tar 2 are topologies. Then we can now say that the intersection, by definition, this is by definition. So the intersection, the finite intersection of the AI must belong to tar 1, and also so the finite intersection must belong to tar 2. So we cannot merge the two together with their intersection. So this will just be the finite. This must belong to tar 1 intersection tar 2. So we have shown that we have proven the three properties of topology. So therefore tar 1 intersection tar 2 is a topology on S, and that completes the proof. Now another interesting one is relative topology, so which will lead to what we call subspace of a topological space. Let S, tau be a topological space and let A be a subset of S. Then we say that tau A, which is this in G. You know that G is a collection of subsets of tau. So the G intersection A, if itself is a topology, then we say that that is a relative topology on S. Then we call A comma tau A subspace of the topological space S comma T. And another thing which we need to know, which you need to put in, is this. From this definition here, this thing simply means that every element of this star must be an open set. If you remember the definition of open set and the theorems involved, so in this case, any set inside this star will be an open set. So we can write it there as any set inside this star is what is called an open set. So that simply means that since this thing is a topology, this one are the open set. So let's back to the relative topology. So let's take example on this relative topology to understand what relative topology is talking about. So we have an example here. Let S be this and let tau be this. Now, if A is this, let us compute the relative topology, which is represented by tau A. Now, from the first one, from the definition here, we say that the relative topology will be A. The topology of A will be A intersection all the G is a subset of this topology. This is subset of this topology here. Now, all the elements of tau. So starting from S, you know that S belongs to tau. Therefore, X, we need to find X intersection A. And we know that S intersection A will give me just A. Also, phi is also in tau. So we need to find phi intersection A. We know that one is phi. Intersection empty set intersection of A will be empty. Also, this is part of it. Set A belongs to tau. So definitely we need to find A intersection this capital letter A. And don't forget that our A is ADE. So this A intersection ADE will just be A. Also, this is part of set in tau. That is CD, sorry. CD is in tau. So definitely, if we have the intersection of A, CD intersection A, don't forget that A is ADE, then CD. So the intersection will just be ordinary D. Also, we have ACD, which belongs to tau. So we now need to find ACD intersection A. That is ACD intersection this thing. So that should be AD. Finally there, BCDE. BCDE belongs to tau. So we need to find BCDE, which is intersection A. So BCD and this one is ADE. Definitely the intersection is D, E. So from that place, we cannot find our relative topology. So starting from, let me put phi, then A, phi and A are there. The next one is A. The next one is D. The next one is A, D. The next one is D, E. So this is what we call relative topology, and that is what we are trying to explain here. And we say that it's a topology on S. So that is why we said here, show that it's a topology. So we will now show that this tau A is a topology on this A. So that means we are now considering our A this our ADE, which is A, will be the set we are considering now. We are not considering X again. Now, the first one, the first property. So we know that this and A, they belong to tower A, as we can see from this place. So the second one, if you pick any union, if you find the union of anything, for instance, A union D is AD, is here. It is still inside A. A union AD is A, still AD. It is still inside tower A. If you match this union together, this is ADE. And ADE, although it's not here, but this our A simply means ADE. That means it's still in tower A. So we cannot write that union of arbitrary set in tower A is in tower A. In fact, intersection is also there. If you find the intersection of any of this, you see that the answer will still be inside this place. So therefore, we cannot say that tower A is a topology on A. And that completes the proof. So we'll meet in our next class in our next video for the continuation of this topological space.